The faint glow of a sunset fades through a cozy coffee shop downtown. Sarah and her new boyfriend Tom sit across from each other at a small table, their fingers lightly intertwined. A sense of intimacy fills the air. Tom leans closer. Sarah, there's something I need to tell you. What is it, Tom? Tom takes her hand. I'm falling in love with you. Sarah's eyes well up with tears, reflecting her own feelings. I've fallen too. With you, I feel like I can be my true self. Tom smiles. So, how was church today? I know it's an important part of your life. Sarah leans in. It was wonderful. The sermon was inspiring, and the sense of community always uplifts my spirit. You should come with me sometime. I think you'd enjoy it. Well, you know, I've never been to church before. It wasn't a part of my upbringing, but I'd be willing to give it a try if it's something that matters to you. Sarah smiles at Tom. That means a lot. Just having you by my side would mean the world to me. It's a chance for us to experience something meaningful together and explore new aspects of faith. A waitress approaches the table, smiling. With a cheerful smile, the waitress asks, "Can I get you anything else?" Sarah looks up and says politely, "No, thank you. We're good." The waitress nods and walks away. Tom adjusts himself in his seat and speaks. I want to understand you better, Sarah, and if attending church with you helps deepen our connection, I'm all for it. Tom, your willingness to explore new things with an open heart is one of the reasons I love you. They share a tender moment. As Tom watches Sarah sketch a dove on a napkin, Tom leans forward and watches for a moment. You're pretty good at that, you know? Oh, it's nothing. Sarah says with a grin. Just something I've always enjoyed doing. Oh, I'd say it's quite something. Sarah smiles. Thanks, Mama always said it was a gift from God. The coffee shop buzzes with activity as Sarah and Tom engage in conversation, their love evident in their eyes. Suddenly, a masked robber, a man in his 40s, dirty clothing and a crazy look in his eyes, bursts in, brandishing a gun. Everyone is silent. The robber shouts out, "Everyone, get the hell down. This is a robbery." Fear grips the air as patrons and employees cower, terrorized by the robber's aggression. Sarah clings tightly to Tom's hand, her eyes reflecting both fear and unwavering faith. The robber uses the cafe owner as a human shield and demands the cash from the register. Tom whispers to Sarah, "Just stay down." Sarah, determined, gripping her cross necklace, nods yes. Their eyes lock, drawing strength from their shared resolve. Sarah, her heart pounding, rises slowly, stepping toward the robber. Sarah speaks firmly. There is still time for salvation. The robber's face contorts with anger and disbelief. The robber viciously responds, "You stupid whore." A surge of fury overcomes the robber, and he strikes Sarah, knocking her to the ground. I said get down now. Tom now. Enraged. No. Don't you hurt her. Driven by a surge of adrenaline, Tom lunges at the robber, engaging in a fierce struggle. With the robber getting the better of Tom. In the midst of the chaos, Sarah regains her footing, her faith unwavering. She lifts her gaze toward heaven and utters a prayer under her breath. The robber, looking down at Tom whose nose is bleeding. Tried to be a hero, didn't ya, bud? Waving gun at Tom, smiling, want to die, pretty boy? Well, do you? Sarah whispers to herself. In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. An unexplained phenomenon occurs. Sarah's eyes illuminate with an otherworldly glow as divine energy courses through her veins. Tom stutters to the robber. Just go, man, just go. Robber. Okay, I'll go. Smiling, he grabs Sarah by the arm and says with a growl, now don't try anything funny. Come with me, now. Sarah, trembling but resolute, follows the robber outside, her faith holding her steadfast. As they step into the dimly lit alley, her surroundings fade into the background, her focus shifting inward. Suddenly, a gentle voice fills her mind, a message from God piercing through the fear. God's voice. Reassuring. "Fear not, Sarah, for I am with you." Sarah's fear transforms into righteous anger. In one swift motion, she releases her grip from the robber's hand and faces him with an otherworldly resolve. Sarah speaks with a firm but calm voice. "In the name of the Almighty, I rebuke you." Robber slaps Sarah. "Shut the hell up, I should blow your stupid little brains out. You want to play God, I will show you how to play God." The robber points the gun at Sarah's forehead, he pulls trigger and it goes click, he pulls the trigger 2 more times, click, click. He looks at the gun, examining it. Sarah looks at the robber with glowing white eyes. "He is with me." The robber's eyes widen in disbelief as Sarah's body begins to glow with an ethereal light. She lifts her hands, a radiant energy emanating from her, and quotes a passage from the Book of Revelation with unwavering conviction. Revelation chapter 20, verse 10. "And the devil, who deceived them, was thrown into the lake of burning sulfur." Sarah says fiercely, "You've chosen the wrong child of God to mess with." In a breathtaking display of power, wings made of pure light burst forth from Sarah's back, unfurling with divine majesty. She hovers above the ground, her eyes glowing with an otherworldly intensity. Sarah quotes Psalm chapter 91, verse 11. "For he will command his angels concerning you, to guard you in all your ways." The robber's grip loosens in sheer astonishment as Sarah's voice resonates with authority. She continues to quote scriptures, her voice commanding and unwavering. Psalm 34 verse 7. "The angel of the Lord encamps around those who fear him, and he delivers them." In an act of righteous justice, Sarah lifts the robber high into the air above the rooftops, his screams of terror echoing through the night. She holds him suspended, his body trembling in her grasp. Once Sarah lifted the robber above the rooftops, there was a pause, and she spoke very softly while looking the robber in the eyes. Isaiah 40 verse 31. "But those who hope in the Lord will renew their strength. They will soar on wings like eagles, they will run and not grow weary, they will walk and not be faint." With a final surge of power, Sarah releases the robber as he screams, falling toward a parked car below. The impact jolts the vehicle, setting off its alarm, a symphony of chaos echoes through the alley. Sarah descends gracefully, her wings dissipating, leaving just a thin air of divinity around her. Only the sounds of the blaring car alarm can be heard. Warning. Unauthorized access detected. Warning. As the alarm blares, Tom, battered but determined, bursts out of the coffee shop. Tom speaks while gasping. "Sarah, what just happened?" She approaches Tom, a mix of sorrow and resolution in her eyes. A tear rolling down her cheek. Tom asks Sarah softly, "Are you okay?" Sarah whispers to Tom, "I prayed for justice, Tom, I did. It seems God answered in a way I did not expect." They both hug each other tightly and share a somber moment, taking in what just happened as patrons come out to witness the chaos, some looking at the lifeless body on the smashed car, others on their phones. Some even staring at Sarah. The end. Thanks for listening to White Dove. Written by Buster Benefield.